All right, chat. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. Still getting over a cold a little bit, but doing well enough, I guess. Been a busy day. Been a busy day. Hopefully you all enjoyed the video today, talking about top 10 heroes for Marvel Champions. I thought that was fun to do because I hadn't done something like that in a while. 15.57 seconds. That's not bad. I'll take that. Tiger Forever, welcome to chat. Time to get back in the saddle and ride. I'm hoping it's a little bit better. We had a friend of the channel help me out with my deck, so I'm hoping things go a bit better for us. We'll see. Excuse me. Received 20 strong Cloud Spire and spending my couch money on Final Girl Series 4. I know, it's expensive, dude. It's expensive. I'm happy that it's like the last one in the way that they're doing things. So that's nice at least, but it is expensive. CCG has a new Kickstarter or game found with 3 new 20 strong games. Yeah, with Awakened Realms. I think we talked a bit about that last video, or not video, live stream a little bit. And it was pretty cool. I mean, I'm an Etherfields fan, so I'm excited. I mean, I'm a 20 strong fan first and foremost, but I'm excited for it regardless. So that would be pretty cool. Nemesis and Tainted Grail, the two. I mean, unfortunately, I'm the other way. I like Etherfields. I mean, I'm not like against Nemesis and Tainted Grail. I haven't really played Tainted Grail, Nemesis very little of. So I feel like I like it. Just have to fix this for a second. There we go. So I feel like I'll get into it in a bit. Finally got my credit for my trip to Boston. Staying in the Snowden airport was fun, dude. When you're by yourself, it's terrible. Though if you have a decent credit card, you can usually get like reimbursement for things. So I do that. But if I'm there for work, then I just expense everything. And it can be fun, though it gets boring after some time. I've gotten stuck in Vegas for like a week from a snowstorm. That was terrible. That was straight up terrible. The Bruins won at least. My boss is a Bruins fan. I'm a Sabres fan, so yeah, no. Alex, welcome to chat. Just minding my own business last night, building a commander deck when I came across an ancient copper dragon worth around $100. Let's go. Immediately sleeved and put that bad boy in a top loader. I love it. 15.5 seconds. Like it. Link, what's up? How you doing, man? Hopefully you're doing well. I actually had a box from Buy the Same Token that I was going to open up. And I decided I'm going to do a separate video on that because this, I think, is going to take a while for me to get through everything. Because it feels like it takes a while for everything now with it. And I'm still not 100%. Still kind of sick, as you can kind of hear. So I had to cut out the Buy the Same Token stuff tonight because I was like, okay, we need to focus on this. Try to get this done in like less than 2 hours, maybe. Who knows? And see how it goes. But yes, we changed the decks just a little bit. I think we added, I don't remember what I added. Brute to Silas. I had Brute Force and Unrelenting. Same for Arkham could be a grind. Dude, that's like the worst part of the game. It's just the setup. I mean, again, I love it. I'm not like bashing it. I'm just like, it could be tough, you know. And Magnifying Glass, and Death 13. We've added to Trish's deck and took out one of the Mr. Rooks and put in somebody else instead, Dr. Millen Christopher. And that was recommended to me because, again, I'm not a good Arkham player, so I was like, I will take any help I can get with it. So I was pretty happy with that. Have you thought about getting some more Magic cards? There's a Spider-Man set with your name on it. Probably not, because Novels doesn't really play it consistently, so there's no real reason to. And like the only thing that really got me into it was the Final Fantasy stuff, which I love. So I don't know, like I like Spider-Man and whatnot, but it just, I don't think it makes sense for me per se. Just because I'm not like super into Magic, and like because I don't really have anyone to play with, so or the time really to play it, which I guess is the bigger issue. But I saw, oh god, was it Barnes and Noble or something like that? I saw it for sale at like a decent price, and I was like, huh, not terrible. But I decided against it because I was like, I can't do it. It would end so poorly for me. So Trish, your favorite? I don't know if she's my favorite. I don't know if I really have a favorite Arkham investigator. There was the one that was the blue deck with the guy who was like a boxer, and I really enjoyed that. But I don't think I play enough really to have like a favorite yet, because I'm sure there's a ton of investigators I haven't even used yet. So I don't know if I really have a favorite. But I feel like I've used some in the past. I've just gone, not going to do that again. And that might have been like partially on me too, just like not being good, you know? But yeah, I don't think I really have a favorite per se, at least right now. So maybe at some point down the road. I don't know, we'd definitely be good doing more Arkham stuff. In general, I mean, we've said this in the past. Because a lot of the Marvel stuff is just like, I don't know. Like I love Marvel champions and whatnot. I feel like Arkham is like hurting for content creators at this point. And it's like, hey, if D20 can fill that space like a little. Yeah, like especially as an outsider looking in type of thing. So not like I would be like a great content creator for them, but a little bit of something isn't terrible. It's been fun opening the Spider-Man packs and being surprised at the characters they chose for cards. They made a Hydro Man card that turns into an island at the end of your turn. Oh, that's fun. Magic could do some cool things, man. They do some interesting things. I will give them that, which is great. I saw I know to bring it up. Yeah. So I saw there was some very, very light drama around Marvel Champion stuff again. With Boom Guy did his review or his release of his 2 cards, right? And did an excellent job. I watched a bit of the video. And I guess Reddit was upset that like he didn't put high res images out there so that Reddit could just look at it and that's it. And they had like a bad time with it. So I think he finally quit Reddit because I get it. We're all kind of get there. But so for those that want to like hang out with Boom Guy, he actually has his own Discord server now. I don't have a link to it because I'm still waiting to get in, or I might have just gotten in. But if you want to hang out with him, he's got a Discord server now because he used to kind of piggyback off of Villain Theories and whatnot. And then Villain Theories doing his whole retirement tour and that fun stuff. So yeah. He now has his own spot, which is really cool. I'm really happy for him. So that's really neat. I'm going to grab the newest Arkham. Not crazy about a few of the investigators or reboots. Yeah. It still feels like they are going to do kind of a test run for what Marvel Champions will be. Just call it a gut feeling. Could be 100% wrong, but it feels like Marvel Champions on like a 1-year delay of that. You know what I mean? Mongoose, welcome to chat. Death tax, the internet full of babies. Yeah, typical. It's all good. It's sad too because like it's fun with a lot of like the vast majority of people. It's really fun being in the community with them because they do pretty cool, like, yeah, it's pretty cool conversations you can have, and it's just it's annoying that like there's just like a handful of people that will ruin it for like everyone. So it's kind of what it is at this point. But yeah, like the underlying theme of it too is just like, oh, he's doing this video to make all this money off of it. And it's like, bro, you could look at Nelson's videos, my videos. Like, we've told you exactly what we make. It's not overly impressive. Like, it's fine, but we're not making a killing on this stuff. Whatever. Okay, so I have to read the interlude, because I haven't done that yet. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? All right, here we go. The Sizigi, whatever. Okay. Light flashes in your mind. Shadows drown your thoughts as the memory fades. You are lying once. Wait, I feel like we did this. Oh no, we did this. We did this. We read this last time. All right, proceed with In Too Deep. In Too Deep. Hold on. I spent my 3 experience for each of my investigators. Let's go top down. Where are we? I'll close up that camera a little bit so it's easier to see. Okay, so In Too Deep. Trish and Silas. Silas is my lead investigator. The sea rises steadily as you make your way along the coast toward the town of Innsmouth. The sun and moon align over the distant horizon, threatening a grim, uncertain future. You remember the layout of the town and several strange faces you met during your first few days here, but nothing that transpired between them then and waking up in that waterlogged pit. Agent Harper has been trying to fill you in, but with so many gaps in your memory, each explanation only perplexes you further. Ever since you came to Innsmouth, things have only gotten worse. It began with the locals. Each day, they got rowdier and more hostile, especially the outsiders like you and me. Do you remember how nauseating some of them looked? Slimy and grayish. Man, they're just trying to live their best life, man. She's just taking a dump on them. You nod. Now that you've remembered, you almost wish you hadn't. It wasn't just the way they looked either. Their hoarse voices croaked syllables barely resembling human speech, and they reeked of rotting fish. Gross. Kat, welcome to the chat. Hope you're feeling better. I'm feeling all right. I still have a cold, and it gets worse at night, but I'm hanging in there. I used to have like bad headaches like the past 2 days, and now it's not nearly as bad, which is nice. Thank you for asking. They're the ones who stirred up trouble recently, and that's not all. There are other creatures sulking around Innsmouth of late. I'm sure you've seen them too, she shudders. There's some kind of connection between the esoteric order of not dragon and those things. Not sure what yet, but we'll get to the bottom of it if Agent Harper's voice trails off as she climbs on top of the headland. Whatever has her staring agape cannot be good. You reach the top, haul yourself on the ridge, and you see the devastation she does. Innsmouth has been invaded. The same creatures you encountered in that sacrificial pit prowl the street. Let's go. Time to punch things in the face. Foul things from the depths of the sea or perhaps beyond. They patrol the alleys and intersections searching for something. Hunting and makeshift barricades block the various pathways through the town as water from the Monoxic River spills out into the streets. No, this can't be. Agent Harper intones. A moment of silent gloom hangs between you. It is clear that Innsmouth is no longer safe. I don't think it really was that safe to begin with, but that's fair. You inform Agent Harper that Agent Dawson left his vehicle near hers at the abandoned railway station on the western edge of Innsmouth. She nods, understanding. Right. We have to get to the other side of town fast. The sky above you is bathed in hues of violent crimson. With any luck, no more of that color will be spilled today. Oh man, we're spilling everything. Okay, so we have 15 locations. Jeez. I have my handy dandy notebook to see if this. Oh, it does show locations. Holy cow. Okay, that's a lot of locations, I'm not gonna lie. All right, so these are all of our other cards. We have In Too Deep, totally not 741, and our agenda, interact. Okay, so we have 5 across, 3 down. Can we fit all this? I'll turn on the other light in a second so you can see a bit better. We'll see how this goes. Was interesting and stressful? Ugh. Okay. All right. Railroad. Oh, we're not going to fit this. I mean, we'll fit it, but you know what I mean. Make sure you have a lot of resource tokens. I have an okay amount of resource tokens. Esoteric Dragon Order. New Church Green. Wait, is this even going to fit? We have the stat cards kind of tight. Little bookshop and an alley. Sawbone? Sawbone. You know what? Let's just put this up here. Give herself a little more room. A little breathing room. Marsh. Is that what it is? Yeah, Marsh Refinery. House of Water Street. Okay. TWSS. I also have a question mark. What is TWSS? Innsmouth Square. Bridge. I don't have a bridge. Fish Street Bridge. Oh wait, I put that in the wrong spot. Bridge there. Grocery there. You said if it don't fit. I don't. Touche, I did. The harbor. The house. The jail. The slums. And our last spot. All right, cool. Cool. So now we need. Is it okay if I use a 3 side? Like a 3 and a 1? 1, 2. How did buy some token not come out with specific tokens for this scenario? Oh god, I'm not gonna have enough. There's no shot I have enough. Huh is what I say. I need a different system. Shoot. Because it's gonna be 3, 2. What about Marvel Champions tokens? It's not a bad idea. Yeah, let's use threat tokens. Because what do you need? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 tokens. Bro, I think they only gave me 20. Where is our threat? All right, we'll put threat down. We can, oops, use the numbers a bit. All right, so 4, 1. Oh boy, it really focused on the wrong thing there. Hold on, let me turn these lights on. Okay. Two, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna run out of threat tokens. I mean, I have enough, but still. 1. All right, cool. Cool. All right, that was tough. All right, so we have all that set up at least. Okay, we'll do all of that in a second. We'll finish setting up our guys and gals. I use the same storage for my Warhammer 40k parts, individual parts for the characters. Yeah, that storage system is pretty good. I like it. It's like just clean and easy, you know? Three. On. One. All right, cool. Okay. Ooh, almost knocked water over. Over there. Okay, cool. So, place 24 barriers using tokens between these locations as shown. Each investigator begins a desolate coastline. Oh, down here. Okay, cool. So we begin down here. Fun. Check the possible hideout section for the campaign log. Underline, place the black key of that location if no location is underlined. Skip this step. Set each of the keys aside. Set each other key, so not the black key, but each other one face down, random. All right, so purple, green, yellow, blue, red. That's black. And finally white. All right, so these get put face down. Set them aside for now. Right over there. Okay, so for each suspect enemy that is out for blood and trigger revelation ability without placing clues on them, I think we're good there. I think it tells me if I had any. Set the following cards aside out of play. 2 copies of Ravager of the Deep. Okay. 2 copies of the Young Deep one. 1, 2. The Joe Sargent story asset. Okay. And Teachings of the Order. And the Innsmouth Shotgala enemy. Alright, so these get set aside. Easy enough. Okay, and then search the collection for the Angry Mob, Intimate Conspiracy card 62B, and set it aside out of play. This card is the reverse side of Finding Agent Harper story card. What was this 62B? What was it? Finding Agent Harper, Angry Mob. There we go. Okay, found that. Easy enough. All right, and the flood tokens to the token pool. Okay, got a bunch of them. Cool. Increase the flood level of each of the following locations. So again, we have like kind of flooded and not completely flooded. They are partially flooded is light, black is fully flooded. So partially flooded white, black is bad. So the house on Water Street, partially flooded. Innsmouth Harbor and Desolate Coastline. Innsmouth Harbor and Desolate Coastline. So this side is slightly waterlogged. All right. Then we shuffle everything else up. Not that one. Shuffle this up. Okay. So, in this scenario, barriers have been set up around various streets of Innsmouth. Each barrier is represented by a resource token placed between two locations. Barriers block the movement of investigators along the path. If there are one or more barriers placed directly between the two, investigators cannot move from one location to the other, even if they are connected. Barriers can be removed using some location abilities or using it on 1A, which we'll read in a bit. The more barriers placed between locations, the more times such an ability must be used in order to clear the path. When a hunter enemy moves, after determining which investigator moves toward, it follows the shortest path not blocked by barriers. If no such path exists, it ignores barriers. All other enemies ignore barriers. So generally, enemies ignore barriers except for the hunted ones, and they'll work slightly different. All right, so they're adjacent orthogonally. That's cool. During this scenario, each color key represents a different object. You can use the keys below. Okay, cool. Let's start playing. All right. That didn't take too long. That was not too bad. All right. So we have our chaos bag already set up, which is nice. So there's barriers everywhere to the left. We got to figure out how to get rid of them. Oh, God. Just slid right off. Tep Ramini, thank you for using your Prime sub, dude. Appreciate the support. Hopefully you're doing well. All right, let's shuffle up everyone else. So you all getting into chapter 2? I think we talked about this before, but I'm always curious if people are going to get into chapter 2 or not. All right, Trish shuffled up. So I guess we'll do something all the way on the left side, but it's super barricade. Yeah, I'm going to get into chapter 2 whenever it comes out. Yeah. Do we have a date on that yet? Or is it still like kind of speculation? No, it's like spring or yeah, spring, right? April? Okay. Just make sure card cam works all right. Yeah, not bad. Okay. All right. Cool. All right, so through the labyrinth, Innsmouth creatures patrol the streets of Innsmouth, hunting for you and more of your kind. You make your way through the other end of the town and escape, but perhaps more. But perhaps more of your memories can be recovered if you explore the town more. So spend 1 per character plus 1 clue. So we'd spend 3 clues as a group to remove 1 barrier. So 3 clues removes 1 barrier. Get to the railroad station. If each surviving investigator has resigned, advance. Okay. So our goal is up here. And we'd spend 3 clues as a group to remove a barrier. Barricaded streets. In the second, all of my plans were utterly changed. But the southward highway was blocked ahead of me. I must clearly find another way from Innsmouth. Each suspect enemy loses aloof and cannot be parlayed with. When your turn ends, if you are in a fully flooded location, take 1 damage. Okay. Also, wait. Hold on. Just want to see something with this. Focus. God, I hate that this camera autofocuses and there's no way to turn it off. Okay, cool. The fully flooded locations aren't as punishing as the first thing. Okay, good. More amped. Expectation in the middle of the road for both. More amped for DC Legendary, dude. Yes. Assuming it comes out. Massive assumption. I too am amped for it. We will be focusing on it a lot in this channel. Okay. Sorry, I'm gonna need tissues. Chat. I'm sorry. Okay. I'm also excited for DC Legendary. Yeah. Okay, so let's turn over the Desolate Coastline. One whole clue on it. Card effects cannot place barriers between Desolate Coastline and connecting locations. Okay. This War Mine, dude, I'm so excited for this War Mine. 2, 3, 4, 5. Just need a good depression game, right? All right, so Meat Cleaver, big, Brute Force, cool, Stunning Blow, Track Shoes, and Schrodinger's Catalog. I actually don't hate this hand. I think I'm actually going to keep it. I think that's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And what do we got in this one? So we have Crack the Case, Inquiring Mind, Obfuscation, Death. So when game begins, we can put this in play, which will be nice. And Intel Report. I don't hate this either. I mean, we could get rid of Obfuscation, I think. And we'll draw one. All right, shuffle this back in. Okay, cool. So, we'll have Silas go first to explore the other areas, and then Trish is going to do the good work and check out what we got to do. So, let's have, as our first action, because we can go explore this way, the barricades are going to slow us down, so we're going to have to go up here anyway, probably, to move over. Like, if we wanted to do, like, the path of least resistance, it should realistically be, like, here, down to here, here, up through here, here, down here, here. I don't know if that's actually what we'll do, and I don't know if least resistance is important or not, but we'll see, I guess, right? So, first action, we're going to have Silas. She's going to chill there still. Move up to Innsmouth Harbor. So after you enter this location, move to the house on Water Street. Okay, interesting. This comes with 2 clues. And we might as well just use the immediate action to go all the way up to the house. Actually, wait. Maybe we don't. Because we can just parlay and use our last 2 actions to remove that barrier. Which could be really good. Because he's not really doing much besides kind of exploring. And she... I think I'm going to do that, actually. I think I'm going to parlay. Wait, we could parlay, right? There's certain times we can't. Oh, that's enemies. Okay, that's enemies. Let's do the action to remove this bad boy. Move a barricade. Maybe that helps us out, right? It's a little less work. All right, Trish time. So... first we got to do is when the game begins, if this was in your opening hand, put it in play. It was in our opening hand. So we get +1 book. So let's go. Hey, Beast now. I was wondering where you're at, brother. Hopefully you're doing well. All right. So we have death and taxes in there. Let's move this up. Give myself a little more space. So we just need to test 2 to try to get this clue. We do have a book value of 3, or I'm sorry, of 5, so it's plus 3 overall. So for our first action, we're just going to try to get this clue. We need 3 clues. Surely we're not going to start with failure right away. Okay. I need the bag to be like good for us later, but that's fine too. Next action, we're going to move up and hang out at the harbor. And next action, we're going to get this clue. Wait. Do we have a clue? Oh, that's if we would have played this. Oh, wait, what's this one? Discover 1 clue at your location. When you play Intel Report, increase its cost by 2 to change discover 2 clues at your location. So we could just spend 4 to get these 2 clues and call it a day. But we might need that later on, right? Are you trying to keep up above in your head instead of going under? I'm trying, man. So let's go look for 1 clue. Testing 5 against 1. Okay. I enjoy the bag being strong right now, but we need to save some of that good luck for later. Okay, cool. Not the only one to get that reference. I have bad news bears. I don't get the reference. I'm sure it's some movie reference I'm not getting right now. I'll blame it on sickness. Okay. So I can't do anything else. There's no enemies. So we can ready up everything. Each one gets 1 resource. Oh. I was thinking movie. That's my bad. All right, Silas picks up. Good, the siren call. So put into play your threat error as additional costs to commit 1 or more cards to a skill test. You must pay 1 resource. And you have to discard 2 for siren call, which stinks. Her card. Oh, look at that. Shadow agents. Cool. I don't know what I'm going to do with that yet. I could probably evade it. Yeah, I could probably use Inquiring Mind to invade it, so that won't be terrible for us. I like to use the champion tokens for Arkham. I mean, you got it. These are supposed to be resources, and I just don't have that many. All right, this goes up to 1 and a 6. And then bad card. Bad card. All right, Silas's bad card is Inundated. Place 1 barrier between this location and each connecting location with no barriers in them. If no barriers are placed, okay. So, barrier here, and now a new barrier here. Okay, that's fine. Other bad card is Scissor Peril. You must decide. Choose 1. Each investigator loses 3 resources. Each investigator takes 2 horror or place 1 doom on the current agenda. This effect can cause the agenda to advance. We'll each pay 3. Yeah, we'll each pay 3. Because I don't want this to advance too fast on this. So that's fine. Alright. We should probably get rid of our siren call right away. So we're going to have to deal with that. So let's do that. Let's use 2 actions. Discard siren call. So that's away. And then I guess our last action, we're going to play the meat cleaver. Because I need to start punching things. So we'll spend 3 resources. So he's out of resources. Trish, on the other hand, she's got some work to do. So we'll use her action. We're going to try to fake out the shadow agent. So we have 4 foot against his 5. We're going to use Inquiring Mind. So we can commit to a skill test only if there's a clue at the location. There is 1 clue left at our location. So actually, wait. We could, if we got, okay, so if we did her ability, after you discover 1 or more clues at your location with an enemy, either discover 1 additional clue or automatically evade that enemy. Maybe we do that instead, because evading it will discard the enemy. And we can do a test of 5 against 1. Now, we'll get hit with attack of opportunity, right? Pretty sure. Which isn't the worst thing in the world right now for us. I mean, it's 2 damage, which stinks, but we're generally going to be pretty protective of her. Actually, other than fight or evade, yeah. So, do you have to add shadows since you're using... Yeah, basically. So I have Inquiring Mind. I have Intel Report. Crack the Case and our Cipher is what we have in hand. Yeah, I snuck Shadow of the Past in there and then threw it out. So there's one clue at the spot. Still. But if we it's a test of 5 against 1, so we should succeed. So we'll get hit with the attack of opportunity, bring our life down from 7 to 5, which is rough. But using our ability, because if we discover the clue, we can automatically evade that enemy. So we evade this, and when you evade this agent, they're discarded. Now, it's not a fast event. It is a regular event that would just do that. So it would be a safe way to make sure that we got it, but it would not be a fast event. The only fast one we have is after we discover a clue. We could gain resources, which isn't the worst thing in the world. Well, it's only 1 resource, so it's not great. So we could discover the clue and get it automatically. But I feel like 5 versus 1, we should be... 5 versus 1, the only way we get it is automatic fail, that we lose. It's the only way we lose. So I think we try for it. And hopefully not get hit too hard. God willing. So we're going to test for this. We're going to get hit for 2 damage. And then as long as we don't get automatic fail, we're okay. Get all the tokens out of the bottom of this bag. Swear to God. Okay, 0. Cool. So we discover the clue. We have 3 now. And after you discover 1 or more clues at a location with an enemy, which we have, either discover 1 additional clue, we don't want to do that, or automatically evade. We evade, we get rid of Shadow Agent. Cool. You know what's kind of nuts is that unless the house has like crazy stuff, you get landlocked like right here. Okay, so we're gonna spend 3 resources or 3 clues. Remove this barrier, and now we're free to go this way. Wait, why did I do 2? Did I do 2 for no reason? It should only be 1. Because that our first action was to do the thing. So our second action is Trish is going to go over to the Fish Street Bridge. Comes in with 4 clues. She's going to be able to get us some stuff. Gets +1 shroud for each barrier between it and any connect. Oh, God. Okay. So gets +1 shroud for each barrier between it and the connecting location. So it gets 2 shroud on it, right? Because it's at 2. So, but yeah, it's only 5 against our 3 now. And then we could make. Oh no, we can't. Oh no, we can't make it cost more. We discover 1, but that won't be super useful yet. So 3 shroud. Yeah, 3 shroud's not terrible. It's a little trickier. All right, let's just test it. Let's go 5 against 3. We're still there's 3 tokens that can mess us up. Which one's that one? X is the number of barriers between your location and all connecting locations. So it's -2. So 5 minus 2 is 3. Or let me phrase that. Yeah, 5 minus 2 is 3, which means we succeed. Cool. We got one of the clues. Okay. Not bad start. Refresh everything up. Because there's no enemies. She gets her 4th thing. He gets his. He draws another meat cleaver. She draws lockpicks. Oh, lockpicks can be good too. Lockpicks are really good. That's that. This goes to the 2 out of 6. 2 bad cards. Intimate Lock. Put Intimate Lock into play in your threat area. Okay. You get -1 book and -1 sanity, and you gain the Deep One trait. We could test 3 book or 3 head to get rid of this. Okay. We don't really care about his knowledge, but the 1 sanity could be rough. And she gets as well, so we care about that a little bit more. Okay. So, starting with Silas, we want him to kind of keep moving along. So we'll have him move over to join her. We could parlay to put 2 of those curse tokens in. Curse tokens are just -2, right? I don't think that's worth it yet. So I'm not going to do that. So we'll have him move down 1 more. We'll have him keep exploring. So the slums. After the location revealed, randomly choose 1 of the set aside face down keys and place it on this location without looking at it. Okay. And then I think when there's no clues, we can get it. I think that's how it works, right? 2 clues goes on there. We could take a damage to parlay and remove 1 barrier between this location and a connecting location. So we'll save that for a little bit in case we need to do that. But him taking damage might not be the worst thing for us. So we have 1 action left. We really have attack cards and another meat cleaver, but we don't have enough resources for it, unfortunately. So let's do 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's just draw a card as our final action. Resourceful. Okay. Resourceful can be good. So now we kind of want her to get rid of this because we don't want the -1 book on us. So what we'll do is test the 3 head against her 2, but we can use Inquiring Mind now. So now it's 5 versus 3. That's kind of all we have. So we'll do 5 minus 3. Give us another +1. -3. Son of a gun. If you fail, choose a connecting location with no barriers between it and put 1 barrier between. Okay, so we failed. And we put a barrier up here. Because that's a connecting location. Actually, we'll put it over here. Okay. All right. We'll see if we can test that off later. So we'll just test our 4 versus 1. Top is better. Is it? I'll take your word for it. Actually, for this, we'll put lockpicks into play for us. So it costs 3. Okay. This may help us in the long run. So the last one, we'll discover a clue. So we're doing 4. We'll use lockpicks. So it's 8 against 1. Again, as long as we don't get auto fail, we should be all right. 0. So this goes down to 2. And then we get 1. All right, that was our last action. All right, so she'll keep working on that. And then we'll spend things as a group. Let's ready up. Okay, he gets a resource. She gets a resource. He draws Overpower. So we can add this to a test if we need to. And Magnifying Glass. Okay. So we could just play that. Oh, but there's no clues. Okay. If you look at the cultist token on the scenario cards, that's why you want to put it on top. Oh, okay. Yep. I see it. Okay. All right. Those are fine. This moves up to 3 out of 6. Bad card. He gets the emerging deep one. Enters play exhausted and unengaged unless its location is all fully flooded. After emerging one engages you, if your location is flooded, it attacks you. So he's going to chill here. And increase the flood level of the nearest location that can have its flood level increase. If no locations... Okay, so we'll increase the flood level... Wait. The nearest location. So that has to be on her location. Revelation. Emergent deep one enters play exhausted and unengaged unless its location is fully flooded. So that's not fully flooded, so it shouldn't engage us yet, right? Emergent deep one enters play exhausted and unengaged. All right. Well, on the good side, I guess we can engage it and then punch it in the face, right? Yeah, it might be the way to do it. It's 3 against our 4. Well, 5. No. 5 against the 3. Yeah. Okay. Let's just try punch in the face. 5 against 3. See what happens. It's got 2 life. 0. Okay, that's 1 damage on it. We'll punch it again with our meat cleaver. -1, which still succeeds. So it dies. Cool. We still have a barricade. We are not book smart. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll use our catalog because this might help pay for things down the road. So it costs 2. It comes in with 5 secrets. So 3, 4, 5. And you may spend secrets on this catalog as a resource to pay for item assets for anyone at our location. So hopefully that'll help. Okay. So Trish is working her magic right now. Let's test our 4 against 1. -1, success. She's up to 3 clues. We'll get this last clue, hopefully. Test our 4 against 1 again. -3, so we still succeed. And then she can move down here with Silas. So they could chill together, and then hopefully now she can collect the clues here. We can, as a group, remove this barricade, move him along, and he can go scout the path for us. Okay. Chugging along okay. Nothing else is good. Oops, we didn't use that. He draws a card, which is Guts. And she draws Mr. Rook. He gets a thing, or she gets a thing. He gets a thing. We're up to 4 out of 6. Back card for him. Back card for her. His back card is... Oh boy. Okay, so we don't have enough to do that. We could place one Doom on the current agenda. I don't want to take 2 horror yet, because that will really mess us up. We'll put 1 Doom on. Hopefully this doesn't bite us. So it's up to 5 out of 6. She gets the Lurking Deep one. After Lurking Deep one engages you, take 1 damage. Okay. So it's going to engage her. She takes the damage. Okay, good news. We have something new to punch. Oh, jeez. Okay. So we could do our skill of brute force. And if we succeed by 2 or more, so we're hitting for 5. This would be 5, 6, 7. 7 against 2. All right, let me actually, why am I just explaining this? So if we play this, we could commit this. But brute force is committed during a basic fight action gets 2 fists. And the text, if this test succeeds by 2 or more, then it deals +2 damage. So I'm going to commit that. So we're swinging for 5, 6, 7 against 2 to try to one-shot this thing. -3. So what did I just say? 7 against 2. So 6, 5, 4. We still succeed by 2. It is dead. Cool. Oh, that was our first action. Do we have an item to play? Do we want her to use or him to use? We don't really need the track shoes for him, I don't think, yet. And for her, we could put in the cipher. Which might be good for her. Nah. I don't think it's needed yet. We'll hold on to this just in case we need something in the future. All right, his next action. Oh, I'm sorry. Before we do his action, we got to spend 3 clues. Move our barricade. Then, because it's a fast, yeah. Move him over to the jail. Comes over 2 clues. Spend 3 resources to parlay. Remove 1 barrier between this location and the connecting location. If you control the black key, read the flashback. We don't have the black key, unfortunately. Okay. We don't have 3 resources. So we can't remove anything. So we're going to have him keep exploring, go up to the square. Because this is our initial idea, is go up this row. Oh boy, okay. So this comes in with 2 clues. After this location is revealed, spawn the set aside Innsmouth Shoggoth at this location exhausted. Alright, so he's Hunter, massive. He gets +2 health per player, so he's up to 6, 7, 8 life. And then removes barriers. Okay. So he's going to chill exhausted onto there right now. Alright, that's fine. We could just evade him a lot, Or we could punch him in the face a lot. Though he does have a lot of life. It's 8 life. I mean, we can't with him this turn. We'll have to next turn. But we'll see. Okay. She's going to continue her plan in life, which is to open this door, or I get these clues. So what we'll do is we will, just straight test her 4 versus 2. -1 for each location to the east of you. Wait, -1 for each location to the east of your location. So it's just -1 because there's only one location to the east of us. So we still succeed. 3 versus 2. We'll do it again. Four versus 2. +1. Okay. So we got our 3 clues. Now, I have to double check. We just get the key, right? Yeah. Okay, cool. So, she gets the green key. Hopefully that's good for us. And then we'll move over to the jail. And she's away from that giant guy, so we don't have to worry about that as much yet. Okay. Okay. That's fine. He's exhausted, so he does nothing to attack us yet, which is good for now. Then let's do let's ready up. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards. He draws manual dexterity and gets a clue. Or not a clue, a resource, sorry. She has drawn Slip Away. And she's up to 4 now. Cool. He now readies up, and he is massive in this spot. Okay. And this now goes up to 6, which triggers this. So, the tide creeps in as you make your way through the decrepit streets. You hear the blood-curdling cries of someone in agony up ahead. That's sad. The moment you see the creature patrolling the intersection, you hide in your broken-down doorway of a ruined building. Their unusual gait and croaking voices send shivers through your body, even as the slapping of their webbed feet against the road fades in the distance. You cannot escape the feeling that inevitably they will face you. Yo, is it just this guy? Because that's fine. Increase the flood level of each coastal location. So, coastal, those all go up. That goes up. And then these go up that amount. Shuffle each set aside Ravager from the deep and Young One enemy into the discard into the encounter deck along with the discard pile. Ravager and Young Ones. And discard pile. They all get shuffled in. So the next one says each Shadow over Innsmouth. Each suspect enemy loses aloof and cannot be parlayed with. When your turn ends, if you're in fully flooded, take 1 damage and 1 horror. This only goes up to 5. So we kind of have to like hustle a little bit here. Because usually it goes up a bit more, right? But now it's doing the opposite, so that's fine. We'll probably have to like discover these clues with her and then run up here. And then remove a barrier or something. Okay. Bad card. Bad card. His bad card is Lurking Deep One. After Lurking One engages you, take 1 damage. Sad. Okay, so we have to evade one thing and punch another thing. And she gets Ravager from the Deep. While its location is flooded, Ravager of the Deep gets +1/+1. Okay. So after Ravager of the Deep engages you, test 2 head. So we have 2 versus 2. That fails. Oh my god. If you fail, move to the connecting location to the east, ignoring all barriers. Okay. So we move here. And this goes up by 1. I think I don't know what the order would be, but I'm going to put it there first. Well, no, I don't think that's how it would be. I think we fail first and then put a barrier. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Okay. So first thing we got to do as Silas. We have to get rid of this Lurking Deep One. Okay. So, and what is it? Return ends. Okay, so she's in a fully flooded location, so we'll deal with that in a second. All right, we need to evade him and punch this one, which I feel like we can do. So, okay. All right, let's try. Let's punch the Lurking Deep One. Swinging 5 against 3. Don't give me anything too bad. Okay, 1 damage. Do it again. Run it back. For each location to the east of you. So there's 2 locations to my east, so it's -2. But we still succeed. Alright, so we killed this thing. Good. Now we have to evade him. So we have 4 against 4, which is not great. But let's throw away 3 feet worth. So we're at +3. Oh, no. Wait. No, it's 4 versus 2. 4 versus 2. So we'll just do this. So we'll do 6 versus 2. All right, -1 success. So he is exhausted. Okay, cool. Now on her side, we need to evade this guy and remove at least. Well, remove the barrier. So it's fully flooded, so he gets -2 foot. We can do slip away. So we add our book total to your skill, and if we succeed by more than 2, it doesn't ready up next turn. So I think we're going to do that to give us some more breathing room. So we'll spend 2 clues. So it brings 4 down to 2. And we'll evade 8. Yeah, 8 against 1. Or 8 against 2, sorry. Oh my god. That's why I hate drawing well early on. Okay, so we failed there. Second time, we'll just evade normally. 4 against 2. -2. Okay, so we succeed. So we evade it on its spot. We'll spend our 3 clues, unfortunately, to remove the barricade here. And then we will move back to the jail and chill out there for a second. Okay. God, I can't believe we got that. So, he's going to ready up. She readies up. He draws Peter. She draws another cipher. And 1 and 1. Just because it's a 1 out of 5. No more enemies, please. So, his bad card is Riptide. If your location is unflooded, Riptide gains Surge. It is, so it gains Surge. Place 1 barrier between this location and each connecting location with no barriers between them. Oh my god, okay. Okay. Bro, I'm running out of tokens. So, like I don't have enough. 1, 1, 3, and that would be 3-2, but we don't have another one. I was out of damage token over here. Okay. We're in a terrible spot now. God, okay. Her bad card is Riptide. If your location is unflooded, it is unflooded. Undertow. If your location is unflooded, Undertow gains Surge. Okay. Deep One Assault. Disengage with each Deep One enemy at your location. Each Deep One enemy at your location, each connecting location engages you. Okay, if no enemies engage you from this effect, search the encounter deck and discard pile for a Deep One. I guess this thing engages me again then. Exhausted. Oh, well, it should have readied up, actually. It should have readied up before, so now it engages me. We have to test 2 foot again. Or 2 fist again. Now they engaged us again. So it's 2 against 2. Okay. Number of barriers between you. And yeah, we failed. Place 1 barrier to the west. So this goes up to 4. Okay. Also, this one should have readied up. Okay. We have a problem now. Because she doesn't have enough clues to move along. So, okay. Let's do okay. We're going to test our 5 against the 3. Because he's going to attack this guy. We're going to use Overpower, so it gives us 7. And then we will play a skill card. Number of barriers between your location, all connecting locations. Oh my god. We failed so bad. Because it's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that was great. We're going to return this skill back to our hand. Okay. Okay. Yeah. This is like the worst. We were doing fine until this, but whatever. All right, we're going to commit Stunning Blow again to it again. So again, if this skill test succeeds, we automatically evade the enemy. So we're testing 5 against 3. Give me something good, baby. Okay, cool. So that's 1 damage. Yeah. And we automatically invade it. Can I just punch it while it's evaded? Yeah, I think we can still punch it when it's evaded, right? Or if I should have done it the other way, I'll do it the other way. But 5 versus 3. Oh my god. Okay. So that chills there. Alright, so now for her, we need to evade the deep Ravager thing. So let's test our 4 versus the 1 to evade this Ravager from the deep. Each location to the east, so that's -2, so we successfully evade. Alright, we'll do lockpicks. Test 8 against 3. Okay, it's -2. That's fine. We get one of those clues. And do we want to... I think we're going to, for the last one, put Mr. Rook into play just to put him in there to take damage if need be. In case something bad happens to us. Okay. That's that. Enemies are evaded so they don't attack us. This re-engages us. This guy comes back here. He gets painkillers. She gets followed. Choose an enemy at your location. You get +1 for this investigation for each. Okay. That might not be terrible. This is 4. This is 1. We're up to 2 out of 5. Backcard and backcard. Don't give us more enemies. We can't handle it right now. Alright, test 3 book. If you succeed, either take 1 damage or put furtive local into play next to the agenda deck. If you fail, do both. We cannot parlay. Okay. So we test our 1 book. Unless we get automatic success, we do not. So we have failed. So we take 1 damage. One damage. And then we can no longer parlay. Cannot parlay. Okay. Cannot parlay this round. Her back card is pulled back. Test 3 head. If you fail, move to a connecting location to the east. Okay. We have test for 2 against 3. Oh, look, we failed. So, pulls us back over here, and we lose our key to this spot. Though once we evade this enemy, we should be able to leave him behind and pick up the key, right? Oh my god. Okay. Okay. So, we'll attack 5 versus 3 again. We're going to use Resourceful. No. No, we're just gonna test 5 versus 3. -2. Punched it good. Test again. 5 versus 3. +1. Okay. Cool. Things are coming up Millhouse. Last one, we're going to evade it. It's 4 against 2. I should put the track shoes in play, but come on, evade it. Okay. Auto success. Not auto success, +0. So we could commit a skill test or a skill card to it. So you may commit a skill from your discard pile to this test. After this test ends, return that to your hand. So what we'll do is we'll put brute force in because we succeeded by more than 2 because we get 2. So we deal +2 damage and this goes to our hand. So he's up to 3, 4, 5 damage out of his 8. Oh no, that was an evade. That was an evade. So that doesn't work. I guess you could still commit brute force to it. No, you can't. Yeah, we're not gonna commit anything to it. That's fine. He's evaded. Sorry. Hey, MD, how's it going, man? Okay. We're getting stomped on. All right, so she now needs to 4 versus 1. The Ravager in the deep. Hey, Dan, how's it going? Doing all right, man. Okay, so it's -1, so we evade him successfully. The key we can just pick up, right? Yeah. So we just pick up our stupid key again. We're going to leave this guy behind. Move over here. And then we'll test 4 versus 3 with lockpicks. So it's 8 versus 3. Can we not fail? Like, that'd be real great right now. -2. So we succeed. Okay, cool. So 2 clues. We still don't have enough clues to be able to get through to here, which isn't great for us, but it's not the worst thing in the world. Okay. Let's ready up. He gets quick thinking. She gets manual dexterity, which might be helpful in the future. Good to hear that you're well. Okay. They each get a resource. He's up to 5. 3, 4, 5. She gets 2. This guy readies up. That spot. This guy readies up. Is at 3 out of 5. All right, his bad card is okay. Young Deep One. After it engages you, take 1 horror. Cool. Good. I was hoping I'd have 2 enemies again. She gets put dreams that were in the play in your threat area. You get -1 head, -1 sanity. Okay. So we're already down 2 sanity now, so she's only at 4. Okay. Okay, I need to evade the one guy and punch this other guy in the face. So, first thing we'll do is we'll try to evade the Shoggoth. since I'm stuck in the spot fighting it. I'm going to throw away track shoes to get 5 versus 2. -2, success. Okay, actually, I'm just put. I hate turning this thing over and over, so we're just gonna make him exhausted that way. All right, so young deep one, we need a punch now. So we'll test 5 versus 3. We'll throw away resourceful. So it's 6 versus 3. And then as an additional cost to initiate this ability, you may take 1 horror. So we deal +1 damage, hopefully. So 6 minus 3. So we deal additional damage to him. Okay, success. So he takes 2 damage. And then we'll just attack him regular. 0. Perfect. Kills him. Okay. Our next problem is that he's not going to do anything, but he's going to be a hunter. We test 2 fists. -1. This goes up to 5. Technically. Not technically, it just does. And then he deals 2 damage and 1 horror to her. She is gonna die. Okay. Okay. Wait, where was I? That was all 3 of her actions, right? Yeah, that was all 3 of hers. Wait, no. Wait, did I just not do her turn? Oh, I didn't do her turn yet. Oh, I didn't do her turn. My bad. I don't really have a lot to do, though. So she gets 2 and 1. Okay. My bad, my bad. So, I was just seeing it ahead. All right, we could parlay again. So what we could do is first action get a resource. The next action parlay, remove 1 barrier between this location and connecting locations. Spend 3 resources to remove this barrier. Cool. And then with her final action, she can come join him. What is it testing? 4. Okay. That's gonna be rough, but maybe we can do it. Okay, that's makes more sense now. All right, so now we can ready up. Or first he's hunted, so he's gonna go over here. Then we ready up. Sorry, I messed up that order of operations. His card is Peter again. And gets 1 resource. She gets obfuscation. Pretty sure a bit. All right, man. Appreciate it. Gets 1. She goes up to 4 out of 5. No more enemies, please. Place 1 barrier between this location and each connecting location. Oh my god. Okay. How does it work? When enemies try to engage you or whatever? They'll just ignore barriers. Okay. Okay. Yeah, there's no other way to get to me, so it's just going to ignore the barriers. Okay. That'll be next turn problem. Rising tides. Increase the flood level of the nearest location that can have... Okay, so that's going to be on me. That's partially flooded. Okay. Bro, this is insane. Okay. We're going to have to parlay a lot of this stuff out of the church. Okay. So, what we're going to have to do is he's got to evade that guy so that we don't get attacked. And then basically parlay twice to remove the barriers for the new green church to move up so that she can go to the next location because she's not going to be able to get much here. So, first thing we're going to do is evade our 4 versus 2. Can we do anything else? We're going to throw a quick thinking, so it's 5 versus 2. Okay, -1. He's evaded. Now he's going to parlay twice in a row to move this stuff down below. No, we'll do it to the left. To move a barrier from this location into a connecting location. Okay, so we're gonna do it twice in a row. Move from here to here. All right, so her first thing is gonna be moving up here. Please be cheap clues. 2 clues. After this location revealed, randomly choose one set aside face down key and place it on this location without looking at it. Okay. So now she can skill test with lock picks. 8 versus 3. Don't auto fail on me. Don't auto fail on me. -2, so we succeed. That's fine. Okay. I'm gonna spend the 3 clues to remove. Actually, wait, no. I could possibly parlay. So, you know what? We're just going to test 4 versus 3. Let's test high with this. So, let's do... Let's give it 2 ciphers. So, now we're testing 6 versus 3. Do 7 versus 3. We'll throw away 3 books. 7 versus 3. Let's go. Give me good news, baby. Give me good news. Let's go. Oh my god. Okay. That was not good news. That was our last attempt. Okay. Okay. Cool. So, Ravager of the Deep is going to come up to hang out with us. After he engages you, test 2. Oh, we get +1. Okay, so we succeed. So we don't have to do that. That's nice. Okay. Alright, so we'll deal with that. He readies up. We ready up. Bro, I'm getting like nothing good. Lucky. And a resource. And manual dexterity. And a resource. This now pops. So, a crowd gathers in the town square. Good. At first, you are relieved to see faces not bearing hideous, monstrous features. The prodigious, bulging eyes, wide jaws filled with sharp, jagged teeth, the gills, fins, and webbings that suggest something fish-like and inhuman. Then you hear one voice rise above the din, and your heart turns ice. The time is nigh. The order of Dagon commands you. Slay the outsiders and anyone who stands in our way, and you shall be rewarded. You shall be remade and share the riches of the deep, a rogue man shouts. The crowd rejoices. Increase the flood level of each midtown location. Partially flooded. Fully flooded, which is bad for us. And partially flooded. Oh wait, these are midtown too. We don't have enough tokens, do we? Oh, no, we do. Partially flooded. Partially flooded. Partially flooded. Spawn to set aside angry mob at Innsmouth Square. Is that where we are? That is where we are. Oh wait, that's not what we're looking for. Where is that card? Massive, retaliate. It's +4 health. Cannot make attacks of opportunity. We're just gonna put there, but it's there. Alright. Cool. This is going great. His bad card is... Oh, good. A lurking deep one. After it engages you, take 1 damage. Bro, Silas is not going to make it. And her bad one. Ah, a troublemaker. Location with the most clues. That would be my location. Okay. Oh. Come on. Okay. I don't even fully know what to do at this point. I need to evade basically everything to just stay afloat. But if I stay here, and take a damage, a heart, and discard 1 card. Keith, thank you for 24 months, dude. Appreciate the support.
How's things?
It's rough. It's really rough. Okay, I think we have to acknowledge Silas is probably not going to make it at this point. So I think he goes down swinging. Because if we just evade everything every turn, it's not going to work out great for us. Like, it's just not. So, what we do is Silas needs to start killing things for us. So he's going to attack the lurking deep one. Excuse me. And we're going to take a hard to try to deal 2 damage to it. So 5 against 2. Okay. We can now, though this doesn't really matter. Actually, we'll put resourceful. And you may commit a skill card from discard piles if you did. So choose a card not named resourceful and add it to your hand. We'll put brute force into our hand. And we kill the lurking deep one. Now, he only has 1 sanity left technically because of this Innsmouth look one. So let's do brute force and resourceful as skills. So we get +2 fists, so we're swinging 7 against 3. And then we can try to put another card in our hand. So 7 against 3. Let's just see if this succeeds first. It does by 2. So we deal 2 damage to that thing. So it's at 5. And then we can put a card not named Resourceful in your hand. Put Stunning Blow in her hand. So he's at 5 out of 8. So we're going to test 5 against 3 again, but use Stunning Blow so that we can hopefully evade the Shagath. So 5 against 3. Oh my god, we've drawn that so many times. We can put Stunning Blow back in our hand. Okay. He's basically dead at this point. There's no shot he survives. So for her, though, there's a chance. And if we have a chance, we have to take it. Now, she's got to deal with the Troublemaker first. So we need to get away from this Troublemaker. So we're going to evade first. Test 6 against the 2. Just don't get an auto fail again. Oh my god. Okay, cool. We're going to do it again. We have another manual dexterity. I'm shuffling this each time. I don't understand how I can get it that many times in a row. Skull to east, -2. We succeed. So we have evaded the Troublemaker. And we get to draw a card, which is Eavesdrop. So I'm going to spend the 3 clues to unlock the area next to us, and then we're going to run away like the coward we are. Okay. After this location is revealed, randomly choose one set aside face down keys and put it here. Okay, 2 clues. Take out a few of the worst tokens and not put them back. I know. I was just hoping I could do it the right way. With this, though, I mean, we could parlay a bunch of times and hopefully it works out for us. Well, it's not going to work out that great. Yeah, we'll figure this out. Okay, when your turn ends... Oh, sorry. If you're still in this, take 1 damage, 1 horror. So, Silas has now officially died. Because his turn ends. He took the last horror. He's dead. What is dead may never die. He's dead. So now, they're all hunted. So he's going to come back up here. 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 And the angry mob will also go up. Oh my god. Okay, we're just going to move all that up there. She just needs to run away. That's her turn. We're going to ready her up. Intel report. This goes up by 1. She gets her bad card, which is an enemy. Now, choose a location where there's at least 1 investigator. Increase that location's flood level. Each investigator at the chosen location takes 1 damage. If the chosen location's flood level is not increased, it's gained surge. So we do take a damage there. So she's down to 3. Okay. We need to do what we do best, which is run away. Just what we can do at this point. So he's dead. We need to run as fast as humanly possible. So she's going to go down here. After you enter this location from a connected location, place 1 barrier between both locations. Okay, so that just gets 1 barrier, so we can't really go back. That's fine. That comes in with 2 clues. Okay, that's fine. We're going to run away again. Down to the house. After the location revealed, choose 1 set aside face down key and place it here without looking at it. That's fine. Comes in with 2 clues on it. So we could test our foot because it's 4 versus 2. Let's do our last action to parlay to remove a barrier. So we're going to test 5 foot against 2. Just don't get an auto fail again. That's all I'm asking. Okay, that's fine. Removes the barrier. So hopefully next turn we can just keep running. And I'm hoping I could do something here without clues at this point, because I got really nothing else going from there. All right, so they're all hunters. So he's gonna follow me with his 5 damage. Oh my god. Hold on. 5 damage. The Shaggoth, the mob. Okay, this is really annoying. He's got 5 damage. We're not going to deal damage to him, so I'm not going to bother with these tokens. Alright, so we have a Ravager in the deep, Intimate Troublemaker, Angry Mob, and the big old boy moving 1 spot over for Hunted. Then we're ready up. Don't draw something terrible. Inquiring Mind, that's fine, actually. She gets 1 resource. This goes up to 2 out of 4. She gets her bad card. Increase the flood level of the nearest location that you can. That has the flood level increased. If there's no... Okay. So we have to increase this one up, which is fine. That's fully flooded. We're just running. The only thing that's bad now is that if we move here, they're going to come down and do that. So that's fine. Okay. First action, she's going to run over here. This comes in with 2 clues. Or 4 clues. Sorry, 3, 4. Test 1 head per player. If you succeed, remove 1 barrier between this location and connecting location. Investigate control 7 keys. You see a flashback. We're not going to do that. Alright, we're just going to YOLO it. We're going to move up to the little bookshop. Come on, books. Okay. Comes in with 1 clue. That's it. Okay. There's a chance we can succeed because the parlay here, we just have to draw the top card. Hopefully it's not terrible. And we can remove a barrier and then run away next turn. Hopefully. So let's just use our last action to draw a card, which is lockpicks. That's fine. Okay. This entire group hunts us down this way. That's fine there. Her card is in the shadows. This is up to 3 out of 4. We should only have 2 bad cards left. Okay, Emerging Deep One. Emerging Deep One enters play exhausted and unengaged unless it's fully flooded. It's not fully flooded, so he's unexhausted at play. That's cool. He can chill there. That's fine. Now it's our turn. So we're going to parlay. Draw the top card of the encounter deck to remove 1 barrier. It is shuffle the encounter card, discard pile into the encounter deck for each location to the east of your location on the same row. Discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until a deep 1 enemy with the hunted keyword is discarded and spawn that enemy at that location. Okay. So shuffle, discard. There is 1, 2, 3. There's 4 to our east, right? Discard cards on top of the encounter deck until a deep 1 is deep 1 with the hunted keywords discard and spawn it at that location. Okay, so first one, no. Second one, doesn't have hunted. Wait, it has to have hunted. Yeah. Next one, no. Last one, no. Okay, good news. We can use our last action. Oh, I'm sorry. Then we move the barricade. Use our last action, get to the bookstore. After you enter this location, if it is flooded, test 2 foot and take 1 damage. Okay, so we don't have to worry about any of that yet. So actually, we have to get 1 more bad card because we have to use a resign. Okay. This entire group moves over and he's going to ready up. So they're all 1 behind us. She draws a card. It's eavesdrop. gain a resource. So we're at 4, 5 total. 3, 4, 5. This goes up to 4, which is not good because this pops now. Okay. The Manuex River spills over, the tide rolls in higher and higher. Soon the streets are overflowing. Blah, blah. Increase the flood level of each location. Okay. They are all up. It doesn't matter. And we get 1 bad card plus we get 1 normal bad card. So we actually have 2 bad cards now to deal with. All right. First one is disengage from each deep one enemy at your location. Each deep one enemy at your location and each connecting location engages you. If no enemies engage you from this effort... Oh, God. Okay, so these 2 engage me. After they engage you, test 2 fists. That's fine. We can place barriers. I don't really care. Okay. So they're just going to engage me. I place barriers, but I don't need to worry about them yet. Are you planning on releasing videos while you go on your upcoming business trip? I already went my previous one, but future ones, yeah, we'll do the same thing. Next bad card is if your location is unflooded under token search. Otherwise, place unflooded in your threat area. After you move, take 2 damage. Okay, that's fine. All right, can we just get hit by these guys? Oh no, we can resign. That's fine. So we can resign. She resigns. Holy cow. Okay. Good, I guess. But yeah, I did my one vacation, or not my vacation, my work trip already. That was last week. And the next one's not for a couple more weeks, so we'll be good there. Okay. Campaign log. I don't need that. Okay. All right, scenario ends. Each investigator was defeated. No, I resigned. So I guess it's resolution 1. Let me make sure. Holy cow. Okay, yeah. So, resolution 1. Oh, I guess we read the back of this. Yeah, so if in your campaign log, record the investigators made it safely, R1. Okay. She resigned. He died from mental trauma. He's sad. Okay, so you rush to safety, elated to be free of this hellish ordeal. But as you reach the vehicles, uncertainty swims in your mind. When you turn to face Agent Harper, she instantly recognizes your expression. You understand now that you were hired to rescue her and that something went awry. Well, I kind of did rescue her, right? You and Agent Dawson were captured and he was sacrificed to that thing in the Tidal Caverns. Now you and Agent Harper are free and return to Boston, and yet we can't just leave. Yes, we can. Harper says aloud what you were thinking. Her brow knits in frustration. I mean, look at all this. It's devastation, these creatures. She motions to what remains of the flooded town of Innsmouth. We have to figure out what's really going on here. Or you understand her meaning. If the tide is rising this quickly here, it could be happening along the eastern seaboard. Arkham, Boston, no city is safe. Worse yet, nobody would believe such a tall tale until it was too late. Hey, AW. Whatever these creatures are, they are scheming something that could put the entire world in jeopardy. You cannot allow that to happen. I don't suppose you have Dawson's key, do you, Harper asks? You can't imagine you would, yet when you check among your belongings, you find a polished silver key. Let's go. Dawson must have given this to you before his untimely end. You try to key on the driver's side door in the automobile and it turns. Well, look at... I think it reconnected. Yeah. Okay, I think we're back. Okay. Cool. So where to now? She asked, but you're barely able to register words. The blinding flare grows larger and brighter. The rumbling of the engine draws out all the sound. The world spins. You fall to the ground, clutching your temples. Oh my god. Your entire head is on fire. You can hear Harper calling you, but her voice is muffled, like she is underwater. Perhaps you are. Your vision fades. All that's left is the roaring of the engine and the crashing of the tumultuous sea waves. And then, was Isthmus consumed by the rising tide? I don't think it was, right? No, I think it was. In campaign log, recorded that the investigators made it safely. Any victory? Have you ever read any HP Lovecraft? I have not. That's a lot of cards and tokens, dude. It was such a mess on this table. All right, so victory, we had 1, 2 victory points in the victory display, and that's it. Investigators made it safely to the cars. Each investigator records 2 additional experience. Okay. So Silas got a mental problem. And then we would go on to Devil Reef. Holy cow. That was a rough one, chat. That was a rough one. It was fun. But man, we got stuck here for so long. It's nice to know that in the future, just don't ever go there. Like, avoid the square. It would have made our lives much easier. And maybe worked with everyone collectively better. But that was interesting. It was fun to kind of like sprint that at the end to see how that would have worked. But, God, that was top chat. Move all my Marvel tokens away. But yeah, that was really rough. But I guess small successes, right? I don't know how they expect you to do this with the tokens in the box, though. There's just not enough tokens for this. Like, if you were just playing with Arkham, or yeah, Arkham's, like, normal tokens. Oh. And we got the green key and couldn't do anything with it. I guess you're supposed to get the other keys. Are you playing Star Wars Deck Builder solo soon? I don't know if it'll be soon, but I need to like learn the rules and stuff of it. But I do want to do it. I gotta find a good time to. I'm going to assume that it will probably be after I'm done with Arkham, but I'm not 100% sure. But that would be my guess. But no, I have I will say I have enjoyed Innsbruck Conspiracy so far. Like more so than some of the more recent stuff. Some of the recent stuff I haven't been the biggest fan of. But this stuff has been good. Challenging, but good. Is that all those? No, those are not all those tokens. But no, I'm hoping next Monday to finally play some Marvel Champions. Because I still have to do, whatchamacallit, the newest one. So I have to do that. So after I do that, then yeah, more Arkham and figure it out. Not really planning on getting any tokens at the moment, but it seems weird when I play the status cards that come with Marvel Champions. After all the times I see you play, would buy the same token. I can like not imagine playing with those anymore. Because like the cards just seem like so big. And like it's just such a smaller way to play, you know? I think that's just what I like about it the most, is that it's smaller. But maybe I'm just a simple guy with that. Actually, first let's do. That's not what she said. Thank God. Okay, so she goes over here. Let's get all of her cards. But yeah, so I need to get Marvel back in rotation because it's been a while. And I feel, not that I feel bad, but like I kind of, like I was getting like not burned out on it, but I was like playing a lot and I was just like, ugh, like I'm kind of tired. And now after some time, like, okay, I can get back into it now. Oh shoot, it's still fucked up. But now I'm like, okay, like I've missed it. I want to try some different things. Especially when they did you dirty, yeah. We were talking earlier of Boom Guy no longer dealing with Reddit. Because basically what he was dealing with. It's just like everyone deals with their own things, you know. But I don't know. The revealing of the card thing is interesting because, like, I feel like everyone just gets upset about it now. They're like, obviously, small content creators will enjoy it, whatever, but like, if you don't give it to the community in a certain way, then they get angry at you. And it's just like, who wants to deal with that? You know what I mean? All right. Those are all in there. Cool. So we'll see. We'll see what the future holds with that. It's one of those things, like, again, I was a little more upset in the beginning, and now it's like, maybe it was a blessing in disguise, you know? The house. That can go there. Have you done any print-on-demand stuff with Ashes? Hoping they can get custom stuff going soon. No. Since I have all this stuff, I haven't had to do it. Have they started it up? Does anyone know? I thought they were starting it fairly soon. But I'm not sure, to be honest. But no, I have not explored it or anything. I assume it will be done well. Well, they showed what the differences would be. Like the color is slightly off, and I think the sizing is like just barely off. But if you sleeve it, then it's not a big deal. But obviously not everyone sleeves, so it's kind of your mileage may vary sort of thing on that, right? But I'm hoping they do it soon because it was kind of a huge promise. But that's another game that I need to play more of. Is Ashley. I have too many games to play, man. Like in a good way. Not complaining. Just like I feel like I'm just so far behind. And now with Final Girls Series 4 coming out, it's like, okay, I gotta back that because I want it. Not that I have to, but I want to back it. Oh, Angry Mob, that's right. I definitely get the too many games thing. It's rough, right? It's like a really weird first world problem. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. And, you know, we're going to have, whatchamacallit coming out soon. So we're going to have, we're gonna have this War of Mine, which is a game I'm really looking forward to. And I know that's gonna be like a huge time suck for me. At work, when I hear the things my boss complains about, I say white people problems. Exactly. All right, so this all goes here. But yeah, so when this War of Mine comes out, it's gonna be like a massive kind of departure from what we usually do on this channel, but it's gonna be sweet. So here we are. And I miss these return to boxes. They were so nice for storage. But yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna fit this War of Mine on the table, but we're gonna sure try to and see how that goes. But yeah, it's just one of those crazy things. So all right, I think that's everything. So I think Friday, Novels will be live with me. We're not sure what we're playing. But if she's not joining me, then I'll just do it myself and we'll do something. And then we'll see what it is. So if you join Discord and all that fun stuff, it will alert you, or I guess, or whatever. But yeah, I appreciate people hanging out. Hopefully you enjoyed, again, us kind of going through Arkham Horror. It's been a good time and fun. So, but appreciate you all. Thank you for hanging out. And I will see you all Friday with Novels. All right. Take care, everyone. Have a good one.